All right. Yes, I suma munyina kwa baby famra pepe Srice channel ne so e wo YouTube. Yena mase se abreni abrebia no mo gibre na muguso na mo hweye. Hwa mo hweye ne de yeni so papa. Na mi nhira mo. Se ki ni mo numbers ake be frefre ni adamas. Maka se nche merane special yi bi ha. Eti yebe cheche nyoma bi ha. Just at random. We can't just to make the page interesting. Just to make the page interesting. And see, but just to make the page interesting. Sometimes we are doing people sorry souvenirs. And then you remember nipa, yes. People sorry souvenirs, no. Abeba. You room na actually Asante Kotoko transfers, no. As a more update. And it transfers in general. The more updates. Every Tuesday, I promise you say you room ewo adakujachi. Na the Kings project, yeah, the update about. And so today will not be an exception. It will be done on Aquah Sports between 3 and 6 p.m. It will be done there. Now, if you amount details, no, at the film said you see it here. But I'm son, no, my share major transfers, major transfer news. Mamma and Ferina and Famau, it will page you so. I have already established that Asante Kotoko will not spend much on the transfer market. I've already established that Asante Kotoko will not do wholesale signings, wholesale. 50 mura, 50 go AC. You are expecting Kotoko to go to the transfer market to throw money away. That will not happen. Kotoko ebe what we call strategic recruitment, strategic signings, and the Kotoko team are down. It is true that they are not winning the league, but the team is not bad. Yeah, maybe I'm a gaslight. You will not gaslight us into believing that because players we come with teams have frank be more. I set the preamble, even though I am not the one taking the decision. I say, you must be good enough to bench the one playing, good enough to bench the one sitting on the bench of Kotoko, and good enough to bench the youth team players. 3 criteria where Mitia Untim Kotoko. Of course, we've established positions Kotoko will buy, and none are some yaba. So left back, Kotoko will buy because there's only one left back. Now, based on meeting a course on Monday, another position Kotoko may add, and I'll tell you, on another position be at the player bar. But let's concentrate. Titi, left back with Kobeto player. Attacking left winger. Creative midfielder, number 10. A striker in the absence of Kwame Puku or when the condition of Kwame Puku being sold outside, a striker. They said, you know, oh, kinkai, Ijina 4. If, and I need to bring you that briefing also. So probably Wednesday, I'll get that briefing on a branch at the Frederick Kasari, goalkeeper Frederick Kasari. So I'll get a briefing and then I'll do it for you. So Frederick Kasari, so I extended no Aquah, goalkeeper beba. Left back Kahuminu. Attacking left winger, left-footed winger, Miensa. Typical number 10 and 9. So Kwame Puku another striker, Inum. Then probably a DM, Matisse meeting Yakoso. Is also Kotoko say Samba, some discussion, but see, Samba is being used as a number 6. Traditionally, Samba rule no any number 6. Traditionally, he's not a number 6. So if you use Samba as a number 6, maybe now who weaken other departments. We also be any messages by na say maka to say mo messages na mo de ba no many super ma me hwe say me hu sa message na if I get it I'll read it. I loved that particular message mo de by ma me check it. If I get it I'll read it. And no run e ka say yan ka check carry to run some for Samba me but natural position. If Kotoko needs a DM, they must go to the transfer market to go and get a DM. But Samba, yes, he's good in the middle, but he's better at central defensive position. He's better at the center back role. So why change him? Now we're bringing it to a position where like I said, Nancy Kotoko, and no matter just how people complain and complain we in position if the opportunity is for him to play his natural role, then the point of the person who sent the message is that play him at his natural position. I mean, she said, I had a message. I said, somebody is a good midfielder. Papaya, and I send this message. Samba is a good midfielder, but he's a great defender. I love the construction and the terminology you use here. He's a good midfielder, but a great defender. The coach should keep him where he belongs. That is in defense. He's our best defender, so don't change him. Obi are doing training. And Peter Mensah replied, but say he's using him there because of the injuries to Tinedu and Lord Amwa, which is making him use play in the right back position. We will be a response on the buy. But we say conversation also about a possible player as a DM, a possible DM. JB Akotoko will go for the aggression type of number 6, aggressive one. And couldn't move forward. AB Akotoko will go in for one because somewhat to do as we know him, the DM who is very calm, the DM who onyaki kakeka, I just say, eti AB Akotoko will go in for a DM. Abeka less than the amount. DM no, and also Namia Machina. The 3 names I'm paying for, they are 2 person. Echinamen Sabeka, me nyai, to be speculate. Me nyai. But there are 3 names that are here were proposed. And so 3 names, Namia Machina. And there's 3 names in Yano at the Ebamount Award, a channel whistle. So note it. A channel word. Now back to the story that Yade Eba. Inti Asante Kotoko transfers. Kamia said other clubs are also interested in the same players. And young one and your bonnet. Pacho. Say Kotoko a player and a team for player and young one and then your bonnet. And your offense. Sometimes we need to establish certain things so that we don't make it look like na Kotoko person or Koto Pepe and Diana so penny say Diana stars tata please. Football business and those of us who sit behind the microphone, those of us who post videos on social media, we ought to explain and educate the public. And in China, it was a player be open now. Honestly, make Marco forward. But at the same time, another club may also go for it and make Marco say 3 players be 3, 4, 5 players. There other clubs are making enquiries. For instance, last week we bought goalkeeper Aziz Haruna Dari of Bechem United at the map, or a captain at the map Bechem. And I'm a catcher say Aziz Dari no question woman say club the thing at the is it Hearts of Folk. Omo next goalkeeper trying the name Solomon Agbisi. But some people within the Hearts of Folk setup, I recommend they say a branch at the Aziz Haruna Dari goalkeeper has and for any not just Hearts of Folk. Nations FC and so much say almost so the money akosha kakra. So munya Aziz Daria one epe. Kaise goalkeeper and the contract running out. And goalkeeper be a free agent piano. You get clubs expressing interest in signing the goalkeeper. I don't think there's an issue with so be a interested in signing goalkeeper. It's Aziz Haruna Dari. Ne deɛ no obi aba ho. Nations FC Hartlepool officially has spoken to the camp of the boy. Official approach and my interest. Oh, Ajase. League ya eboyi. Likely say Nations FC beji. Likely say Kotoko beji the FA Cup. Say Kotoko eji FA Cup na Nations eji league. Just say Nations like about the Champions League. Kotoko everybody the Confederations Cup. Nations would want to number one maintain their stars and also bring in experience. One person bringing experience. It's Nations FC. Nations FC. Left back at Kotoko Edinechi from last season, before the start of the season. Ebe uremu ewo the January transfer window. Ebe uremu ewo the end of this season. 3 transfer windows. Kotoko Edia Branchenechi. Left back, Bichim United. Francis Aquah. Nations FC. I show interest. Hearts of Oak. I show interest. Hearts. They are looking at Suleiman Fatau of Medema. The sense of Fatau Suleiman and the contract in Wintino. Ne buono eden. Medema ni player ton wa. Nyagro time mo ton Richard Mponkoku. E dia brekoto. Omo ni player ton. Okay, omo ton Kwame Boahin Zambrota. Asafo Branche Kwame Boahin Zambrota. Kwame te unka chewu. Ana jubi pa na ze ni pa trip bi ko piem ewo takwa nyagro kra. Omo mu di sa di re no. Inti there is also that link that okay, then if a branch editing a day Aquah freer for Hartlepool, you can get a free player, increase the salary so that you don't go and pay money to Redeemer to go and buy Suleimana. So Francis Aquah, Hartlepool show interest. Nations FC and Super Africa can say Francis Aquah. A bad national team of Bobby and a 20 and a 23 and a local Black Stars. In Jehonosono, one of them said a branch of Francis Aquah, ABR. And yet interest Aquah any movie baby. But Aquah any more meet my catcher pa. Aquah any more pa meet my catcher pa. Hey, Joseph Esso. Now, Joseph Esso about has that. My name is Joseph Esso. Sa I me person me put to us we plan and you offended. Because when I sit, I don't offend people. Yeah, now it is believed that yenu anum bia mo free other regions, particularly Senkrai. Yeah, no infini said they will move out of Accra to go somewhere to go and play. Ebrahim no entry mo be back to me explain here. Lifestyle, how things are easy in Accra compared to Abia Obeko maybe for front. It's yana most of them traveling outside Accra. It's difficult among more fans. And your baby na nyoma mo den ho. And inti Joseph Esso our has that. No question say Kotoko ideal replacement for Kwame Puku. Sebe local market here, be Joseph Esso. Unless they will get a foreign striker straight away to come in, I'll bet me I'm more assurance. So Baba goes. But Joseph Esso is on the cast in the Kotoko books. Hearts of folk are also thinking say, Joseph Esso, you a player or and will buy no cold drinks. See a saying this season where Hearts of folk attack it now. Omo to me and fire goals. So they need a reliable goal scorer. I think Esso any 10 goals or so in the league. And or a consistent goal scorer or experience. Nations FC Matisse Nations for and so I had inquiries about Joseph Esso because Nations Aquah Africa because the Nations team no. What show goal scorers now? One of them finds that Chiwete is not an out and out striker. Finds that Chiwete only out and out striker. Enti se unya Joseph Esso no out and out striker. Not Chiwete striking from one side of the wings. Na few edge on the other side. They feel that ombitma form a formidable affront, a formidable 3 at the room our CAF interclub competition which is the CAF champions, should they win the league, which obviously they will win. What in common I say? It in yes be a nations for Kotoko player who the nations there. We also help a player and selling point. Kotoko will tell a branch at the Josephus or say the Okobo CAF Nations Cup. Nations back at also the CAF Champions League. But of course, Kotoko is huge into the decision will be for the boy. But Nina at the prelims, but your deals are making nan. Obienu our kwanimu. Obienu our kwanimu and Kasakujina front line. One dealer, Obian kwanim ba me suspect say Obi be kwanimu. Aya branch the Evans or say Usu or say Capito. Because Evans is also a free agent. Only the Makacho has for to be a tested waters. Has for that tested waters. Ebi mo so there be na say Evans born no enu abi na set to say enso ebo nti e set to say why do you go for Evans or say Usu eno eye enkomo a akoso kakra. But the me metima ka kire on say abranche de din e de Evans or say Usu. Nations FC enso dwene ho say no say Capito de ze Kumasi ni abranche. Edu je mvi abranche o say Capito oni bo no papa. If he's available, number one, or he free, we'll also go and try our luck, especially, she said, nations, BB or mode convincing players, yeah, CAF champions. But of course, players should also consider. Say, nations, first time in CAF champions, how many games on the ball? Where would they get to? If they play the first stage, and they say first stage, in the trust Ghanaian club said, I'm not coming because countries not been, you know. And CAF a draw to Kaiser elect sports. I'm talking about a union boy no. One of the teams last season for elect sports and about ball Victoria also. Sad teams in there. I trust our clubs to have the advantage over them. But there be an nations about one game no three one go baby. But there be an echo conversations camper. Uber could do the semi-finals or probably the quarterfinals or the finals or to win the title. I'm not sure they will win. But that is where they can get to. The players are supposed to also sit with their managers and do some deeper consultation. They need a deeper reflection to come to a point say deal way and I'm a pay and say deal way a guarantee me this playing time and then we roam Africa a bit rising stock no we so far. But your other deals and nations 3 players be from Legon cities Alidu. Joseph Amwa account. But this one of Asia, a director of Nations FC, Dr. Che, on Monday, the office, Accra. Mate. Some place the Kotoko Enko, but Nations a deal. But a house of money has a class, was I deal. So 3 players no free Legon cities ni now. Had to folk interested in those 3 boys. Legon cities interested. So transfer marketing the EBR teams ebe shesha will play enya bone. And then Victor Goykeres a player say sim kese bi England e discover by so beto Hurricane e bi akaba na beto Hurricane. No akofa Victor Goykeres aba. Arsenal Victor Goykeres. In fact, people advocate say Chelsea clinical finisher Victor Goykeres at a point he was linked to Barcelona. Say Barca, if they are looking for a heir apparent to the throne of Robert Lewandowski number 9 the fact that you link a player no ebi ampa obi needing komo to show interest na den interest obi ta obi ntia munyi sa de dum se wotre me de maka chose me tra the channel is I know a lot of Kotoko supporters actually but me pushi unnecessary agenda bi am se wotre sebio Kotoko no obi no Kotoko ni nche obi say nations for Martin Dr. Chi and the players are open Dr. Chi and on the on Dr. and Dr. Chi say now ye metra me kabi be di penina tem kwa onye bone say Dr. Chi player e di accommodation amane ma no na Kotoko player Kotoko ebe activating the links. You don't expect that Dr. J ko tam player no dey abere Kotoko. Say nka me play oba monye. Obi kura ba be ka say Dr. J na pese oyi esabe wura Kotoko ni. In negotiations dey mpacha. You do yours, I do mine. Give reasons. Me na me negotiate players. E dey ma Asante Kotoko dey am catch you. Say enye dudu wura ketewese. Na Kotoko no wo nioma me dey be gina so. Anya na nduzinti manu yes standby player for Black Stars. Okaza nduzinti manu bo 17 foforo bi anke be frɛ. Na season we nations any players on board number 6 rule no and number 8 rule na cha nduzinti manu. Why were they not called? Kogo Stars na ko baller on boys in their ball this season. Why were they not called? Kopando out of Lions. Na ko players no performance. I be one done this season. It's a Kotoko will give you a certain platform. And maybe negotiations. And those are the things you must use. And you say former Kotoko, a chairman and on super play and Jenny or Taco to be did at them. Yes, we are matured minds. Let us elevate the discourse. Yeah, discussion, yeah, elevate discourse, no, and fun to baby. Every boy in an affair, yet to acquire. It will a transfer update. Some teams are starting to show interest in some of the players are also a pair. But Kotoko, a movie fast, Kotoko in the cashier. Yes, you are born in the cashier. A bon by me boy. No, cashier or the bon who to a man for. And paying for Casses, Abuan one could jan and Maba. Tikotoko, it me a dealing. I deals was others as a yomodia. Remember, we fight before Michelle Common. Maybe yes, I did. Oko will be platform no jana ni pe ni three more dinner on bezo mugu koto kwa me nkadua. We are in a world where it's a liberal market. Allow people to also do what they want to do. Thank you so much. God bless you.